The secret root booster you're ignoring. Stop wasting molasses and use it like this for explosive root growth. If your plants seem healthy on the surface but their roots are weak, thin, or underdeveloped, you're not alone. Many gardeners unknowingly overlook one of the most powerful natural root enhancers sitting right in their kitchen: molasses. What most people see as just a sweet syrup can actually become your garden's hidden growth engine when used the right way. Used incorrectly, it's just wasted sugar. But when applied strategically, molasses can transform soil biology, trigger explosive root development, and turn ordinary seedlings into vigorous, thriving plants that grow faster, stronger, and healthier. Molasses isn't just sugar water. It's loaded with natural minerals, vitamins, and carbon compounds that nourish both your plants and the beneficial microbes living in your soil. These microbes are the real builders of strong root systems. They break down organic matter, unlock nutrients, and make them easier for roots to absorb. But to thrive, these microbes need food, and molasses is one of their favorite meals. When you feed your soil with molasses, you're not feeding the plants directly. You're energizing the living world beneath the surface. In response, microbial activity surges, oxygen levels improve, and roots begin to spread rapidly in search of the abundant nutrients being released. The result is not just faster growth, but deeper and stronger roots capable of supporting lush, resilient plants. Healthy roots depend on a delicate balance of carbon nutrients and biological activity. Molasses provides the perfect carbon source that, really jumpstarts microbial populations like mycorrhizal fungi and beneficial bacteria. These organisms create a natural network around the roots, helping plants access more water and nutrients from the soil. Molasses also contains small amounts of calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron, all critical elements for root metabolism. These minerals act like a multivitamin for plants, strengthening root cell walls and promoting vigorous tip growth. Another hidden power of molasses is its ability to balance soil pH slightly towards neutral, which creates a more favorable environment for root activity. This makes it especially useful in acidic or nutrient-poor soils where, honestly, roots often struggle to expand. Not all molasses is created equal. The best choice for gardeners is unsulfured blackstrap molasses. It's the purest, richest, and most nutrient-dense form available. Avoid sulfured varieties. The added preservatives can harm beneficial microbes and, slow biological activity. Blackstrap molasses is a byproduct of sugar refining, but, unlike processed sugars, it's packed with trace elements, natural carbohydrates, and organic compounds that stimulate root development without introducing harmful chemicals or salts. The real magic happens in the correct dilution and application. Too much molasses can overload the soil with sugars and suffocate the roots, while too little won't have any visible effect. Here's the right way to mix and apply it for powerful root stimulation. Formula for root growth molasses solution: 1 tablespoon of unsulfured blackstrap molasses and 1 liter of clean, non-chlorinated water. Mix thoroughly until the molasses is completely dissolved. If you're preparing a larger batch, use the same ratio. That's about 4 tablespoons per gallon of water. This gentle mixture ensures microbes get enough food without overwhelming the soil ecosystem. So, to apply this, you'll want to water your plants with the solution directly at the base, right around the root zone, about once every 7 to 10 days while the plants are actively growing. Now, if you're working with seedlings or transplants, it's best to use a lighter mix, just half a tablespoon per liter, to avoid shocking those tender young roots. And, you can also use this as a foliar spray for a little extra energy boost. Although, honestly, its main power is really unleashed when you pour it into the soil where those microbes are most active. Applying molasses when your plants are establishing roots, especially right after transplanting or pruning, That's when you'll see the biggest payoff. The soil is still adjusting, and microbial life is just rebuilding. A molasses feed at this stage sparks a surge of biological activity that helps new roots form faster and anchor the plant firmly. During flowering or fruiting stages, you can definitely keep using molasses, but just less frequently, about once every 3 weeks, since the focus shifts from root expansion over to nutrient uptake and reproduction. The first thing you'll notice after 2 or 3 applications is improved soil texture. The soil becomes softer, darker, and easier to work with, a clear sign of increased microbial activity. Roots find it easier to spread and breathe in this improved environment. You'll also observe greener, more vibrant foliage, even though the molasses isn't a fertilizer in itself. That's because active microbes are converting locked-up nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus into forms plants can absorb easily. Over time, plants grown in molasses-treated soil develop stronger root hairs, thicker stems, and greater drought resistance. They're also less vulnerable to fungal infection since beneficial bacteria dominate the soil, leaving little room for harmful pathogens. For gardeners who want to take root growth to the next level, combining molasses with organic compost tea can produce astonishing results. Compost tea contains billions of living microbes, while molasses provides the energy they need to multiply rapidly. Here's how to make a powerful mix. Brew 5 liters of compost tea from well-aged compost. Add 2 tablespoons of unsulfured molasses while brewing. Let it steep for 24 hours, stirring occasionally to aerate it. Once ready, go ahead and water your plants with this tea about once every 2 weeks. You'll notice explosive root expansion and faster recovery after transplanting. It's really like giving your soil a living probiotic drink that strengthens roots from within. While molasses is natural and safe, it's not something you want to overuse. Applying it too often or in high concentration can lead to a microbial imbalance. When too many microbes feed on sugar at once, the oxygen in the soil drops temporarily, which honestly can suffocate roots. Always stick to the correct ratio and let the soil breathe between applications. Also, avoid using chlorinated tap water, since chlorine kills the beneficial bacteria you're trying to encourage. Just let the water sit overnight or use filtered water before mixing, and you'll be good to go. And remember, molasses is a soil activator, not a replacement for proper nutrition. Keep using compost, organic fertilizers, or worm castings to supply the full range of nutrients your plants need. Molasses is one of the most underrated gardening secrets in the world. It's cheap, organic, safe, and works like a biological switch that turns dead soil into living, breathing earth. Once you start using it properly, your plants begin to thrive in ways chemical fertilizers can't replicate, because the growth is happening from the ground up, literally. It's perfect for vegetables, flowers, fruit trees, and even lawns. Every plant that relies on strong roots will benefit from it. With consistent use, you'll notice your plants standing taller, handling drought better, and producing more abundant yields. Every drop of molasses you pour down the drain is a lost chance to unlock your soil's natural power. When used correctly, this simple kitchen ingredient becomes a gardener's secret weapon, a natural root stimulator that costs almost nothing but delivers incredible results. Start by preparing the right mix, 1 tablespoon per liter of water, and feed your plants every week. Within a few weeks, you'll begin to see the difference not just above the soil, but deep below it. Strong roots mean strong plants, and strong plants mean harvests that make all your effort worth it. If you found this guide helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with other gardeners and help them discover the power of molasses. And if you love learning simple, science-backed tricks that make your garden thrive, make sure to subscribe to Growth Hub Central Crops for more powerful, hands-on gardening tips that truly work.